Good morning, everyone. I just want to start off the day by decreeing a blessing over you. I decree divine provision over you and divine protection. And I want to pick up right where we left off yesterday and continue on to encourage you and ignite your faith. And as I ended yesterday's devotion, I talked to you about the fact that many of us have been dealt crushing blows to our faith, and that has brought a lot of pain, and in areas in the fact that we just began to resist that urge to keep hoping, and even just wanting the hope to die because we didn't want God to give us more faith to believe, just to have it crushed again. And that brings us to an incredible story that we find in 2 Kings chapter 4, and it's the story of the prophet Elisha, the man of God, and this amazing woman. It's the Shunnamite woman, and the word actually refers to her as a leading lady in the city of Shunem, and the word points out is that she actually made provision for the man of God. So when Elisha was coming into town, she allowed him to stay in her home with her and her husband, and actually she made so much provision that she actually put an addition on her house so he could stay there. And Elisha was so overwhelmed by her provision of him that he actually sent his servant, his name is Gehazi, and to ask her, what can I do for you? You've poured so much into me. What can I do for you? And she was a humble woman, and she's like, nothing. I am secure. I'm satisfied, and there's a contentment in my heart. But Elisha, being a prophet, he saw something more inside of her. He saw a void and a barrenness, and so again he inquired of her and wanted to know, what is this woman in need of? And the servant actually said, Elisha, she is childless and her husband is old. And so Elisha went with his gifting, that prophetic mantle, and he went to the woman and he said, woman, next year at this time, you will be nursing a son, and you would expect that this woman, this had been a dream of hers, and you would expect her response to be so overwhelmingly excited, and this is a dream come true. But that's not what her response was. And I want you to watch carefully and listen carefully to her response, because she says to Elisha, she says, no, don't do this to me. That dream is dead. Don't toy with my emotions. The Message version says, don't tease me with such fantasies. But you see, the following year, she delivered a miracle. And that prophet spoke life to something that was dead inside of her, something that was lying dormant. And his words actually quickened that dream in her spiritual womb, and it manifested in the natural. He unlocked the destiny. And so I ask you today, are there dead dreams inside of you that need to be quickened this morning? Does it look to you as if your dreams are dead? Does it look as if the promises of God will never happen for you? Then I'm asking you to rejoice today, because God is not a liar. What he says will happen will come to pass. The word tells us, let God be the truth and every man a liar. And I want to speak to those dreams that have lied dormant inside of you. And I want you to remember what Jesus said to Jairus and his wife concerning their daughter when they thought she was dead. He said, don't be afraid. Just believe. And like Jesus said in Luke, she's not dead, she's only sleeping. Many of you need to hear that in your own lives today, that your dreams are not dead. They're only asleep. You need only to believe in spite of what your circumstances appear like. And it may look as though it's never going to succeed. It's never going to happen. But I believe that the Lord is challenging you today. He is challenging your faith. And he is saying, do not give up. Just believe. Trust him in spite of all that's going on around you. Trust him despite what your natural eyes are telling you, because I'm here to tell you, based on the word, that you are going to see a miracle in your life if you believe. And I'm going to continue this tomorrow. I want you to step away from the naysayers and the critics. I want you to know that these people are well-meaning, but they are not seeing God's reality. They're only looking in the natural. They're not bad people. They're just not privileged to hear what God has spoken to you and the conversations that he has spoken with you. And so when your back is against the wall and your only hope is Jesus, I say hope on. But you've got to see the dream. And so today I want to leave you with this. Close your eyes and visualize what the Lord has promised you, because the Lord told Abraham, I'm going to give all of this to you as far as you can see. And so that's very, very important. And we'll continue this tomorrow. God bless you. I pray his favor upon you today, that his face would shine upon you, and that you would be blessed. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.